Welcome to Movement Meetup number 5. This week we're going to focus on vision, and you may notice I'm outside this week. It's a beautiful sunny spring day in Minnesota, and the challenge for you, even though we're focusing on the eyes, is to listen for which animals might live here at my place with me. So hopefully they'll make some noise and you'll have some answers by the end. Today I wanted to focus on vision and do some building blocks to build you up from what we've been doing the last couple of weeks. We're going to start with water. So that's the same. So have a sip of water. The next thing we're going to do is called the clover leaf. So remember, a couple weeks ago we learned about lazy 8s, which were just a number 8 that was flipped on its side like it was lazy, and we did an activity with our hand and our eye coordination. Today we're going to do an activity with just our nose, and we're going to make a shape of a clover leaf. So a circle to one side, a circle to the other side, a circle to the top, and a circle to the bottom. So let's see if we can do that. We'll start with our nose, and we'll go up and around to one side, back up in the middle, up and around to the other side. Now we're going to go up, and then down. That was our preview. So now that you have it figured out, we're going to do it again. It's okay if your clover leaf doesn't look exactly like mine. The key is to be moving our head in all directions, using our nose. Up and around, up and around, up and around, down and around. Second time was the review, third time's the charm. This time I invite you to notice if you have any points of tension in your neck or shoulders. And let's do this a third time, and if you have tension, pause and take a breath wherever you have that tension. Are you breathing? Oh, that feels wonderful. That's going to lead us into our next activity, which is very similar to brain buttons. So remember that we've been doing brain buttons, one hand on your belly button, other hand right under your collarbone. We're going to do that again, but this time we're going to crisscross, and we're going to have one hand on one side of the sternum and one hand on the other side. And we're going to start at brain buttons and just rub. And then we're going to just kind of caterpillar our fingers along right underneath that collarbone. Nice and gently, working our way all the way to the outside. And you'll discover that you're slowly working your way up to the shoulders. And once you get up there, you're going to just give yourself a little massage and then squeeze and up, kind of gently push your shoulders back into your fingertips. That was the preview. So we're going to do it again. I'm going to put my other hand on the bottom this time, other hand on top. I'm going to start at the center, right at the sternum, and I'm going to massage and work my way out. Have you heard any animals yet? Working my way out and massage the tops of my shoulders. And I'm going to squeeze and gently push back into my fingertips. Second time is the review. Third time's a charm. That's when your body says, oh, I know what we're doing. Start at the middle. Breathe and blink, or for me, I'm letting my eyes relax because it's very bright out here. Take as much time as you need. You don't have to go the same speed as me. You can always push pause. get to the top, massage, and then hold and gently press back. I like to tuck my chin a little bit when I do that. And let it all go. Next, we're going to do the swing along. And so this is very similar to what we did with our cross crawl the last couple of weeks. The difference is we're going to keep our feet flat on the ground. And all we're going to do is shift our weight from one side to the other side and back again. So we're just swinging along. Once you get back going, come over to one side. All your weight is there, and you're going to bring your arms up there. And then you're going to let your arms come down and around as you shift your weight to the other side. Now, what if you bring your eyes over there as well so that your eyes are looking at your hand? And then shift weight, swing arms down, head goes with the hand. Repeat. Get your rhythm going, nice and gentle. You're swinging along, you're shifting your weight. Oh, I hear some geese. As you shift to one side, you could even see if you can get that hip flexor, if you can feel that. Shift to the other side. Press that hip forward a little bit. That is the swing along. You could do that as much as you need. It works on your peripheral vision, helps you get your eyes and body working together, so that coordination. All right, the next piece we also did a couple of weeks ago, and we're going to repeat it today. Really good for relaxing. Really good for relaxing the eyes and for helping attitude. So we're going to warm up our hands by creating friction between them. And then we're going to gently put our palms on our cheekbones and allow our fingertips to rest on top. Eyes may be closed underneath there so it's dark. Breathe. When you're ready, you're going to open one of your hands and let your eyes explore. How far can that one eye look? What can it see? Breathe and blink. And when you're ready, close that shutter. Relax again in the darkness. Take a breath. And then open the other shutter. Oh, it's very bright out here. My eyes have to work a little bit at changing. And I'm looking all around to see how far can this eye see. And then I'm going to close the shutter. And I like to create that friction again, get that resonance going in between my hands. Put my hands back up over my eyes, take a breath. And then I like to open all the windows, both shutters, and see what is it like now? How far can I see with both my eyes? Whew, after all that time on a screen, how is this helpful? To be able to move our eyes in all directions. The one we're going to end with today is really like zipping up your coat. So you can see I have a little quarter zip on today. Just imagine if it was a full zip sweatshirt. So I'm going to start at the bottom and I'm just going to pretend to zip that coat up. And as I do that, I'm going to notice what goes on with my spine. I'm going to do it again. How's my posture? And then I'm going to zip down and breathe out. What changed? How did my posture change? So let's do it again. So we go up and exhale down. I like to keep switching hands when I do this. Have you ever had a bad day? Yesterday I was having kind of a downer day. I received some emails about some events that were canceled at the beginning of summer, and it was kind of bumming me out. This is a great activity to help lift me back up, physically to lift me back up. So I could do this just going up. I could do it again, up. I can practice all different skills with this. I can see what's it like to swallow if I go up, swallow, and go down. Is it as easy to swallow? Is it challenging? You can play with this with your chair where you're spending your time in an office space. You could be sitting and then trace up and see what it's like to stand. Sit back down again and trace down and see what it's like to stand. Which one is easier? And all different ways. If you're working on how you move through the world and walking, play with a trace up or a zip up and go for a walk. What happens when you zip down and attempt to take off? So this can be a really playful and positive way to help us deal with the things the world is bringing us today, to help that attitude and that energy. So what we did today is we worked on our vision. We did some things that were familiar, like sipping water. We did some things that we've done in the past, but we built on them. So think about that. We took that lazy 8 shape and we made it into a clover leaf and we used our nose. We took our brain buttons and we made it into a necklace. We took our cross crawl and we shifted it into a swinging motion of swinging along. And then we did some things with our eyes, and also to help that positive points, the attitude that we talked about a few weeks ago. So we put the two together. And we ended with working on posture. These activities are so simple and so profound to explore and play with throughout the day. Now, were you listening carefully to what might be in my environment? Did you hear a rooster? We have a rooster. Did you hear the sandhill cranes? They almost sound like a goose. And then there was geese. I don't think I ever heard the horses, but straight behind us are the horses. So lots of ways to get outside on this beautiful sunny weekend and explore what is in your environment. Explore your senses.